What's going on, guys? I'm back. Today I'm going to make a quick video, not really talking about the gym or anything like that. I really want to focus on personal goals. So my personal goals, I have plenty of them, of course. I'm not going to share all of them. I'm not going to bore you guys with everything. My number one goal, I would definitely say, is the most important for me, because I know what I be doing. I know what I'm always up at late at night, or working on something, or just on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, all that stuff. I don't ever get enough sleep. With this being said, my number one goal is to sleep like 2 to 3 hours more a night. If that, makes me sleep at 9 or 10 p.m., I'm going to have to do it. Lately I've been sleeping, like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I get up, I still get up at 9, 10. When I was working construction, we would get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, and we wouldn't go to sleep again until like 12, 1 in the morning. So I was only getting about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Now that I left that job and I'm looking for something different, I got a little bit more room to sleep, or just in general more room to play around, with my sleeping schedule. But I plan on getting that under control, and I plan on getting like my full 8 hours of sleep. I haven't had 8 hours of sleep in over 5-6 months since I started basically working demolition and construction early in June or July, I think it was. Since then, my sleeping schedule has gone out the window. I stopped caring for it. As long as I get in bed and get 3 to 4 hours of sleep, for me was a miracle. That for me was great. Now I realize that has taken a toll on my body. You guys look at me, you guys can see like my jawline, my cheekbone. And I'm not just saying that is the cause of lack of sleep. It's also the cause of, lack of food, nutrition, supplementation, all that stuff. But sleep will definitely take a toll on you. It has definitely taken a toll on me. Sometimes you just feel grumpy. You don't feel like doing anything. So sleep is the number one for me. My number two goal is to eat better. And I'm not just saying eat more, I'm saying eat better. So these past 6 months, I've been out of town pretty much every month. I was in town maybe a weekend, maybe, a day or 2 days out the week, and I left town. So I definitely was living off McDonald's. I was living off Subway. You name every fast food restaurant, Chinese restaurant, anything, any type of buffet, we would eat. There was no specific diet, whatever we felt like eating that day, we would eat it. So when you're in a group with guys that, they don't care about their diets, they don't care what they look like, nothing like that, you start to get that mindset as well. So my number two goal would be to eat better. With this being said, I'm going to start, eating my rice and chicken, which is, your typical bodybuilder meal, I guess you could say. Rice and chicken, steaks, broccoli, my greens, all that stuff. Start drinking a lot more water, juices, natural juices, let's say orange juice. Have a juice maker, I'm not sure what it's called, where you make your own juices, so I'm going to do that. Definitely, it's going to be harder, especially cooking, because the reason is you get lazy. I get lazy especially. So I'm definitely going to start cooking more homemade meals. I'm going to start packing my lunches. Definitely, I think I'm not going to worry about meal prepping too much. I'm not going to worry about counting my calories. I'm not going to worry about going too much into detail with this, goal. I could definitely track down my calories. I could definitely balance out my meals and everything, and gain or see better results in a shorter period of time. I don't want to overwhelm myself with everything on that, because I'm starting to get back into it. As you guys can see, I look pretty thin. So I don't just want to start putting food in my body, then my body react in a very negative way to where I feel bloated, I feel like crap. So I'm going to take it easy. My third and final goal would be gaining weight. Gaining weight has always been a struggle for me. The reason why is because I have a very fast metabolism. So like I said, I think it was in my first video, I could eat Subway, everything I've been eating the past 6 months basically on a day-to-day basis, all these fast foods, nasty foods. I could eat that all day and not gain a single pound, or all week, all month, not gain a single pound. Actually, I lost weight, so it does the opposite for me. So eating healthy definitely works better for me. I like home cooked meals. I like cooking my food, everything like that. But with that being said, before I go on, I'm going to show you how much I weigh. This is early in the morning. I just took a shower, so I haven't ate nothing. This is, something I'm going to weigh myself. I'm going to show you guys. So I wore the lightest pieces of clothing. I just got some like little sweats and socks and this light, very light t-shirt. So let's go weigh myself and I'll be back. I'm in the bathroom now, guys. I'm going to jump on the scale. I'm going to show you guys what I weigh. Let me turn it on. I'm going to show you guys what I weigh, and then I'm going to go back to the room and I'm going to talk about my goals. So I'm going to break it down, make it a little bit easier for you guys to follow some short-term goals. So let's get to it. Let me turn the camera around. So I weigh 136. Let me get off, double check. Let's weigh 20 out. Yep, I weigh 136. So let's go back to my room and I'm gonna show you guys my goal. I'm back in the room. I just weighed myself. You guys saw I weigh 136. So that's not good. I'm 21 years old. My maximum weight in the past has been 160. So for me to weigh 136, that's a huge drop for me. Not happy about it, but like I said, I let myself go. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating my proper meals like I used to. I stopped lifting so heavy, so that happens. I'm not mad about it. I just kind of dealt with it, and now I'm on the rise again to help myself, make myself feel better. That's the most important thing, guys. As long as you guys feel good, if you guys don't, if somebody tells you you're too big or too skinny and you feel good, just keep it that way, guys. There's no reason to, change the perception of somebody else's, because if you feel good, that's all that matters. My goal is to gain 10 pounds. So I weigh 136 right now. That would bring me up to 146. For me, 145, between 150, that's a good weight for me. That's when my cheeks start kind of puffing out again. My face gets a little bit fuller. Your shoulders, biceps, like right now you can kind of see my collarbone. I don't like that. So 146 or 145, between 150, that's a good weight for me. But I weigh 136 right now. My goal is 10 pounds to gain. I wrote down here, so gave myself actually until January 31st, that is 50 days from now, to gain 10 pounds. Now, earlier in the video when I was talking about short-term goals, this is why I gave myself a little bit more time to gain that weight. I could gain that weight in under a month, but I would have to be stuffing my face like, with 3,000-4,000 calories a day just to gain it in a month. I don't want to do that. I want to give myself more time. I don't want to feel as bloated, because I used to gain weight so fast back in the day when I was pretty much, binge eating. But at the end of the day, your stomach, I felt bloated. I felt like I was going to throw up. That it was just the nastiest feeling. Don't get me wrong, I gained weight. I looked better. I was a lot stronger in the gym. But I just always felt like crap. So I don't want to go through that again. I want to gain this weight a little bit healthier, a little bit easier and smoother. So what I did was I gave myself 10 pounds to gain in 50 days. That's until January 31st. Now, if you think about it like that, it's a long-term goal, because now you're thinking about a month, about 2 weeks ahead of time. But if you break it down and do kind of like the math, and I'm going to show you guys this app that a friend of mine told me about. But if you break it down and do the math, or actually if you could just go on the app, it'll do the math for you. But I went ahead and did it. If I basically want to gain that 10 pounds in 50 days until January 31st, just in general, I know I might be off a few days and stuff like that, but typically if I do that, that's a long-term goal, because it's January 31st, but I can gain 1.5 pounds per week. That's something I can do, that's something easier to process in your mind. So if I wake up and say I want to basically eat, but I only want to gain 1.5 pounds a week. That's easier than saying I want to gain 10 pounds. That gives me 7 weeks to gain that weight. 7 weeks, I think that's a good amount of time for me, with giving myself the proper nutrition, proper meals, proper gym time, and not overdoing it, or not doing enough. So 7 weeks is what I'm giving myself to gain them 10 pounds. And I think that should be more than enough. I don't think I will need more than that. Or if anything, if I feel good, let's say the first couple weeks, I might try to increase my calorie intake. One more thing I almost forgot to mention. I want to show you guys this app that I said earlier my friend showed me. It's called MyFitnessPal. And pretty much you can sign up with Facebook. It's free. Or you can, you put your email. I just did it with Facebook. It's much easier. But let me show you guys. So basically, once you sign up, it asks you your current weight, basically what your goal is. So it asks you your current weight, the weight you want to achieve, your goal weight, and a weekly goal. So this weekly goal you can set to a ½ pound per week, a pound per week, 1.5 pounds per week, and so on. So for me, I said I was going to try to gain a 1.5 pounds a week, which is very achievable for me. So I'm going to set that to a 1.5 pounds per week. It asks you for your activity level. So I'm pretty active just because I work usually in demolition, construction, all that stuff. I used to do that. And so I'm very active. And I've been going to the gym recently. So when I save the goal, it pretty much lets me know that, I'll see if I can show you that. It's kind of bright. I don't know, but up here basically says I have to eat 1,750 calories per day to achieve this goal. I don't think it says, it might. I just haven't used this app in a while, which I'm going to start using it. But basically, you can set the time frame and all that stuff, and it will make it easier for you. So I definitely recommend this app. You can track your weight, your calories. What's pretty cool about this app is, let's say you want to keep a diary about your food. It lets you add your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. So it lets you add all that stuff. And actually, if you have, like, let's say chicken or something, you can scan a picture of the tag on there, and it basically calculates the calories for you. And you just gotta basically adjust the portion size, and it basically does everything for you. It calculates your calories, pretty much your macros. You can actually add your exercises all the way at the bottom, and it makes it so much easier for you. So I'm gonna start using this app a little bit more, especially when it comes to tracking my calories. I have to, like I said, I have 7 weeks to gain basically 1.5 pounds per week, and that gives me 10 pounds. So I definitely recommend MyFitnessPal. Give it a try. Just even if you don't use it every day, just kind of give it a try. Start scanning your food. Start keeping a diary about your food. You'll start slowly but surely seeing exactly what you're eating. That's either making you feel good or making you feel bad. Usually in the long run, you will be able to see if you're looking better as far as physical, or if you're just feeling more drained, any of that stuff. So definitely give it a try. I definitely recommend it. But besides that, I think that's it. Thank you guys again for watching.